Yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, guys. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. It is Freestyle Friday. Hakeem, Jordan, what is cracking like and what's cracking like and what is cracking like?
To be honest with you, I actually feel enlightened today.
That's good. That's good.
That is.
Oh yeah.
You ain't never heard me talk like that before.
No, it sound like you on a spiritual journey. That's what it sounds like to me.
And not clapping cheeks.
Nah. Well, it is Freestyle Friday. It's the weekend. You should be able to.
Mm-hmm. Hey man.
And what about yourself, Jordan? What's going on with you on your end?
And I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. I got a vacation coming up next week, so I'm gonna be chilling.
Good.
Celebrating my daughter's birthdays next week, so it's gonna be some good times and
wonderful.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be wonderful. Other than that, man, it's Freestyle Friday. Let's get it in. Let's go. Let's get it.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Instagram, Facebook, Kick, and also Twitch. So very important for you guys to follow so you never miss us. And not that, but shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every time we go live. That being said, Jordan, what's going on with the money? Money. What's happening with the money?
Let's get into it. Let's talk about crypto. Let's talk about Bitcoin. So if you guys don't know, people don't follow any crypto, especially with Bitcoin, the last month or so, it's been doing very, very good. Like jumping up to $100,000 of Bitcoin. But now the last couple of days, it's been sliding down. I mean, dropping all the way to this 100,000, all the way to $84,000 of Bitcoin. So usually with crypto, there's stretches where we see this up and up. And then, a stress like this, which, people usually see is going down and down, down. It makes people kind of worried of, hey, what's going on with Bitcoin? Also with the other crypto coins. Why is everything dropping? But other than that, we're going to talk about it. So go ahead. I can play the clip from Yahoo Finances. And after that, we'll chop it up.
Civil enforcement action against Coinbase. Joining us now to talk more about all things crypto is James Lavish, co-managing partner of Bitcoin Opportunity Fund. James, it's interesting off that headline. Listen, you think about the Trump administration. Trump clearly campaigned as an ally of crypto. It's not just Trump, by the way. We always remind people. I mean, you look at his team, it's J.D. Vance and Howard Lutnick, RFK Jr., they're all fans. And the big move, of course, we saw after the election win was the crypto community saying, okay, we've got a new friend in the White House.
Yeah, we have an administration that is actually embracing crypto and Bitcoin in particular. And so it's not a surprise that this has been dismissed. We've got new SEC chair. We've got a new Treasury secretary. We've got, like you said, a crypto-friendly administration now, which is exactly opposed to what we had in the last administration, which was pretty antagonistic. So, Bitcoin had a solid run-up right after the election, and that was not surprising. We expected that, and now it's just taking a breather as we have risk off with the entire market right now.
When you say breather, what do you chalk up that breather to, James?
Well, there's a couple things, right? So we, first of all, you have just a risk-off environment in the markets generally. All the markets have kind of gotten ahead of themselves. Again, a lot of euphoria around this administration and deregulation and probably a little bit of liquidity that they expect to come into the market. So it kind of got ahead of itself. And so Bitcoin and crypto, Bitcoin in particular, has been the head of the tip of the risk spear for years now. And so when you see risk off, well, Bitcoin is going to kind of exaggerate that. And then all the other coins around it will be a high beta to that, so they'll have even more risk off. And so that breather is coming in and filling in that great run up that was on pretty good volume, but there was no support there. And so you can see it retracing back to that 70, 75 level. Does it get there? remains to be seen.
I know you saw that Bloomberg had a good stat. Make sure I got this right. Saying investors yanked more than $1 billion from spot Bitcoin ETFs on Tuesday, James, marking the biggest one-day outflow since the cohort's debut last January. Does that surprise you, that level of outflow?
Well, there's a couple things. So first of all, you had the Bybit debacle, right? And so
the hack.
Yeah, the hack. And so it's $1.4 billion got stolen. It was sophisticated, a social engineering hack, but so that kind of scared people, and it scared them out of the whole industry, and not surprising. So that's one thing. The second thing is you do have this, there's something called like a basis trade that you have hedge funds are buying the ETFs long and they're shorting futures against it, or some sort of mix of that, and they're trading around that arbitrage of that, and so you could see them unwind that trade, and that might be part of it as well. So that doesn't really surprise me that much, but it's just a new structure. It used to be you had to buy Bitcoin and go through exchanges like Coinbase or Kraken or whatever, but now you can buy them on the New York Stock Exchange. So you've got these big institutions that are playing in there that it's just different. So you have money moving out that you didn't have before.
You mentioned the hedge funds. In terms of those outflows from the ETFs, I saw some speculation that maybe it was also a lot of folks who are new to this space, James, and maybe they're kind of not quite used yet to the headlines and how volatile this can be.
Yeah, sure. So you have a lot of new players with the ETFs, and you probably have a lot of OGs, the original holders of Bitcoin that have held it from just $1,000 or a few $1,000s and have run all the way up to $100,000, and they're filing out as well. So it's a little bit of everything, I think, but it's not surprising with risk off across the board. This is to be expected.
So what's the catalyst that gets Bitcoin moving higher again? I mean, are there specific key kind of regulatory changes you're waiting for, James? Could that be it?
No, I think that you do have a lot of headwinds. You've got a number of tailwinds that have kind of accumulated over the last year and a half between the new GAAP accounting rules, SAB 121 being overturned. You've got the ETFs and the ETF options. You've got the new administration. You've got the possibility of a Bitcoin reserve, strategic reserve. So all of those are tailwinds. And those will incrementally just give Bitcoin that lift or that support over time. But is there any one thing that I'm looking for? No, I think that what I'd like to see is just a capitulation and get this worry and this risk-off trade out of the way, and then that will be that time to that's the time to step in. Once you have everybody feeling that sentiment being perfectly negative, that's the time to step in. We're getting close, I think.
James, great to see you and great to see you on set. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate having me.
So there you have it. That's a little example of how crypto currency works. Especially as the head of Bitcoin. If it goes down, usually other coins go down, and if Bitcoin goes up, usually other coins go up. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take on Bitcoin? The volume of it. How is it going down under $84,000?
See, this is the problem with Bitcoin. Some people could find it to be a great investment. But remind you guys, this is not a financial advice. Always speak to your financial advisor when it comes to the aspect of any form of investing, whether it's crypto, anything. Always speak to a financial advisor. Crypto is very volatile, so that's why a lot of people always talk about crypto is a new currency. But yet, when you say it goes down by 20%, 30%, and then one day it go up 20, 30, 50%, it always keeps you not like on an even scale. But right now, the only reason why Bitcoin is down right now is because the simple fact is a lot of people are doing a lot of new coins. Plus, you have a new administration team who's trying to create their own coin, which is I think the Trump meme. So all that's going on. So a lot of people are wondering, should I invest my money in Bitcoin or should I invest my money somewhere else? So that's why it's down right now by 20%. But Hakeem, you are a crypto investor. What's your thoughts on this when it comes to crypto?
So just to try to simplify this, there's something called a bull market and a bear market. A bull market is when the prices go up. Bear market when the prices go down. You gain 20%. You lose 20%. Real investors buy regardless if it's going up or down. That's even in the stock. I've always talked about this dollar cost average. If you believe in a certain currency or you believe in a certain product, remember, ETFs in the stock exchange, stocks, Ford, General Motors, you name it, they go up and down. Most of these are just investment tools. They all are a gamble. Some are better gambles than others. Even gold, copper, and all these things, the prices fluctuate. Like Ronnie says, Bitcoin is volatile. It is a new currency. We had to adopt new currencies in the generations of humankind. You know what I mean? Go read Worth of Worlds. They talks about that. So now we got to understand something. Crypto is going to be the new currency. Bitcoin is going to lead that. And it has been stated this. So we just need to say, what are you going to invest in? Do you believe in the currency or not? And that's really what the question is.
Yeah, people, that invest into crypto and see something like this is normal. This is very, very normal. Being a long term in crypto for the last few years, this is happy what I want to see. You don't expect not just Bitcoin, any other coin. You keep getting go higher, hits the middle, go higher to hit the middle, go higher, and it goes down like this. This is to me very, very normal what I see. Actually, I'm kind of happy that Bitcoin is going down. That makes the other coins go down, which means like, okay, since everything's going down, I like XRP, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. Okay, cool. That means I can, put a little money in here, especially when it's going down, put a little money, every 1 week a while till, it gets back up again, go in the middle or anything like that. So yeah, anybody that's in crypto, this is very, very normal. This to me, this is an opportunity to buy. This is for me. So if it keeps going down, let it keep going down. If you are, like I said, if you're like, for instance, for XRP, a lot of people invested in XRP 6 months ago was at 50 cents, and then the last few months, it been up to like $1, $2, and at the highest it's like $2.80 and everything. So, and then now it's going back down, which should be easier to people buy more of it because maybe in the next summer or so, it can go up again, like with Bitcoin, go up again and everything. So people that's in investors, y'all see something like that, this is good, especially if you're a long-term investor. That means you can invest more money into crypto.
Yeah, good take on the aspect of the bull market. I totally forgot it is a kind of like a bull market right now, but a lot of people are panicking because it's a bull market. Because a lot of people invested a lot into Bitcoin. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to Sugar Bomb. That's also in the building. She laughing her behind off. She like Ronnie laughing her A off. I don't know why. I don't know why she laughing for. Not that, but shout out to Joe No Hurdle. Blessed be upon you. It's almost Ramadan. Happy Ramadan.
Yep. Happy Ramadan. We're going to be fasting.
So a lot of people are fasting this week. The people that's celebrating Ramadan, and shout out to Wahai, who's also in the building as well. Shout out to I'm trying to see Creature plus size, and also shout out to RCFL Florida 3033036. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate you over there watching us right now on Instagram, and shout out to the 5 year watching us right now on Rumble, and shout out to those watching us all across the board, even the cloud watchers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hip hop, yes, my favorite topic. Jordan, what's going on in the hip hop world?
Let's get into it. Let's talk about NBA YoungBoy. We haven't heard from him a bit because he's in prison, but he is coming to his prison. His prison release is very, very near, and then once he's released from prison, he's coming out with a new album. I have an article, but it's not clicking. Give me 1 second. Let me go to the article from for Billboards. 1 second. Right. No. Okay, there we go. So YoungBoy's team posted on his company Instagram that the top will return with a new project, More Leaks, which is his album, and March 7th, which is next week. More Release will serve as the rapper's first drop of 2025 and comes out after his release. I just got A Lot on My Shoulders back in December, which was his last project before Top is Back. The news comes after NBA YoungBoy is getting closer to his release. Following reports last month that the Baton Rouge rapper will be let out far earlier than originated schedule. So as you guys know, he was indicted into federal charges in March 2021. He was alleged found with 2 guns during a music video. Video shot back in 2020, and then due to an earlier felony conviction from 2017, YoungBoy was banned from possession of the gun. So right now he's put on house arrest in Utah, as we talked about this before. We're in trial, and so right now next month, which is literally tomorrow, YoungBoy is going to be released pretty soon, and also his album is coming out. So NBA YoungBoy is trying to make a big comeback in 2025. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take on NBA YoungBoy? Getting a release, putting out an album, and trying to make a comeback in 2025.
Man, it's incredible how a lot of these guys are putting out albums from prison. That's like a new thing now. Go to prison and drop an album. NBA YoungBoy, he tend to be a trending artist, so whatever he drop, he still have a strong fan base, so they're gonna go ahead and support him. I think it's kind of a unique thing, or something that he's doing, very very unique, something different. So, but shout out to him, man. NBA YoungBoy ain't playing around, man. That's dope, man. He's in jail and he's still trying to drop my album. But hey, I already know that was a new thing now. Now a lot of rappers gonna say, man, I need to go to jail so I can drop an album from jail. They're doing creative. I didn't even know you could do stuff like that in jail, but pretty soon, who knows? R. Kelly might drop an album from jail. Go right ahead, I can.
This NBA YoungBoy, Baton Rouge legend, and hopefully he come out and keep his nose on the swivel. But I can't wait to hear the new project. You know what I mean? Fat Baby was one of my best albums with him and Moneybagg Yo. That's really all I got to say on that.
Yeah, absolutely, Hakeem. But I must say, I am an NBA YoungBoy fan. He's probably him and a few rappers I like that's younger than me, that's in their 20s and everything. So me, I'm excited about his album coming out and also get released. Hopefully he keeps his head on his shoulders. He say good, he say clean, no more trouble. Please, NBA YoungBoy, no more trouble, because you are a talented artist and we're gonna see more of you. Not in prison, not in jail, but you do what you do, and I can't wait for it. But yeah, man, shout out to NBA YoungBoy, man. I can't wait. I'll be anticipating this album coming out next week.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for being here. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad. Blessed be upon you, big dog, and happy Ramadan. Hope all is going well. Go right at, you already know sports. Man, there's a lot of things that's going on in the sports world ever since the NBA is right now. It's cooking. Jordan, what's going on with the sports, big dog?
Let's talk about, let's get to the NBA. Let's talk about the face of the NBA. So last week, there was talks about, Anthony Edwards, how he want to be the face of, he don't want to be the face of the NBA. He doesn't want to be that guy. And going to last night, which, Lakers played Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, he was fouled out from the game, earning his 16th technical. And then once you earn your 16th technical in the NBA, if you'll start getting a suspension. So each technical you'll get suspended 1 game or you'll get fined. So Anthony Edwards had 2 technicals, which he was kicked out the game, and now he's just facing a suspension. And LeBron James was kind of understanding why Anthony Edwards doesn't want to be the face of the NBA, and he said there's LeBron is like to say there's like a weird type of energy in this time of media. Not just because of like sports media, but also media from us as in regular folks, because there's a lot of us who's on YouTube. We have our podcasts, and not just NBA players or sports media players talk about NBAs. There's people like us who has podcasts, and we could talk about NBA players as well. There's one NBA podcast I like that's like regular people. It's called A Player's Choice. and they have like over 100,000 subscribers, and they talk about the NBA seasons, who's the best player, NBA players, or that so forth. So, but yeah, so that's LeBron James was agreeing to Anthony Edwards of not wanting to be the face of the NBA, and a lot of people are looking for an international player like a Giannis, Joker, or Luka to be the face of the NBA. But a lot of people have some problem with that, since it's NBA is kind of here in America, it should be a more of American face than somebody from international. But other than that, Hakeem, go ahead and play LeBron's comments, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Yeah, but like, I don't know why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody. We have that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy from the people that I don't know. But Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. Couldn't say it no better. But Ant said he don't want it. Obviously I didn't ask for it. But I knew there was a responsibility for me, not only to my family, my friends, my community, and whoever that was going to follow my journey throughout my career. I mean, it's unfortunate, but like, not only in Ohio when I started there, but all over America and all over the world when I traveled all over the world. So I've always taken that seriously and understood from the beginning what being a professional was all about and being a role model was all about. So try to hold that with the utmost respect and honor. And but I feel I understand. I completely understand. This is weird energy when it comes to that. So not only in Ohio when I started.
It's hard to pick a face of the league.
Right. So when they asked him directly, he was like, yo, that's what y'all got Wemby for. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So how do we feel about that? Because it's like, it looked like he was the guy to be on the posters and be on everything.
He still is. You can say I'm out, but what are you out of?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you got no choice. You got no choice. Unless you just shut everything down.
And embrace
Especially when everybody's trying to give it, like they trying to give you the face. You can't run from that. Also, another thing.
He's rejecting it though. See all them shit. All them
But you can't reject it. You can't reject it and then be in 4 to 5 commercials on every, like you can't do that. You can't say I don't want this and then got Adidas, Sprite, this commercial. Like
you got that it factor, man.
But you can't reject it.
Yeah, it's not his choice. You gotta
pick a side. It's hard to pick a face of the league.
Right. So when they asked him to
tell the truth, tell the truth, you can and will be that guy.
Well, I'm capable of being that guy, but I don't want to be that guy. Put it like that. I want to be the guy to just show up and hoop and just kill dudes and go home.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You can and will.
Yeah, so what we know now is, the face of the NBA, you can either pick LeBron or you can pick Steph Curry, because they've been, the last decade or so, they've been with LeBron for 20 years, you can say he's been the face. And also with, Steph Curry the last decade and so forth, him winning championships and him being the babyface assassins, you could say Steph Curry has been the face of the NBA. But right now, after they retire, who's going to be the face of the NBA, which we don't know. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take about the face of the NBA? Do you feel like it should be an NBA American player, international players? What is your thoughts?
I mean, when it comes to the face of the NBA, that's something that's hard to choose from. A lot of people say it's gonna be Luka Doncic. A lot of people say Steph Curry. It's just hard. It's just hard to choose from. But when it comes to Anthony Edwards, I knew he was not gonna be the face of the NBA. No, even though don't get me wrong, he's an explosive player, but he's not like the it factor. To be the it factor, you got to be like an all-around player, like a LeBron James. It's true. You got to be like a LeBron James. You got to be like a Steph, a Luka, or even the Joker, the Nikola Jokic. Like those type of people, people will pay top dollar to see you play. When it comes to Anthony Edwards, yeah, one day people will see it, and the next day people are like, oh, he's over too dramatic. So he's not the face of it. I'm curious too who's going to be the face of it. I didn't really put that into consideration, even though I know LeBron James is about to get ready to retire. But I think the one they really focus on, if you ask me my personal opinion, is Luca. I think Luca might be the face of it. Go, I can your commentary, your thoughts.
I love the way how LeBron responded and say it's just weird energy. These are, you know what I mean? And you know who he was referring to with that. Carmelo Anthony. Because, you know, we just showed the clip. The NBA wants you to come and shut up and play like a boy. But they will report negative stuff on you every single time you do something bad. You can't celebrate me and destroy me at the same time. And this is why who cares about being the face of the NBA? We want to be the face of the people. We want to please the people. This is, you know, we're gladiators and the NBA is Rome. We're going to give you a good show and we can all go home.
Yeah, this is the face on the NBA. Like usually we see the pass of the torch. We'll see the Magic pass to Michael pass it to Kobe pass to LeBron. And who's LeBron gonna pass it to? Could it be Luka? It could be. You know, Luka, he's a 5-time All NBA. Just got traded to Los Angeles Lakers. One of the talented player in the NBA. And you know, him be the Lakers. You know, we'll just see how it happens. It could be him. Anthony Edwards, if he don't want it, he doesn't need it. Joker, you know, he's not gonna get it. He's more of a, you know, I'm gonna play my game, and after that, I'm gonna go home to my country. That's how it is. So it could be Luka, but I'm gonna give you guys one name, and he's starting to come up. You're not gonna hear him this year. You might hear him in the playoffs, but if he keeps balling, you won't hear this. You definitely gonna hear him next year, y'all. Shout out to my team, Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham. Last year we had the worst record in the NBA. Right now, this year, y'all, they got the 6th seed right now. They on a 8-game winning streak. They just beat Boston a couple days ago, and now the Pistons start to be on the map. Right now, he's averaged 26 and 9. I mean 25 points and 9 assists. If he can now go into the playoffs, right? And likely they might play the New York Knicks. If he could beat the Knicks, you're gonna hear more from him. And then next year, if we see more of a ceiling, the Detroit Pistons keep going and they're about a top 2 seed, and then you see more Cade Cunningham try to be on the MVP. And I love Cade Cunningham because he has a good personality. He's calm, he's smooth. He has a great game, very, very talented. A lot of players talked about him, how talented he is. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, all these all-stars, they talk about him. He just made the all-star this year. So hopefully you make it to the playoffs. He can make some noise in the playoffs. But Cade Cunningham, he has that type of personality to be the face of the NBA. And I'm not trying to probably be biased because I'm a Detroit Pistons fan, but just look at him, how he plays, and him try to get more notice in the playoffs and next year. He has it. And he's young too. He's 22 and 23. So but he has to get the notoriety. If he gets the notoriety, if you guys see him play a little bit more, especially in the playoffs, I could be wrong, but I think my Cade Cunningham, he could be the face. He just gotta show off in the playoffs and then win more games. Look out for Cade Cunningham, y'all. Mark my words. Look out for Cade Cunningham from Detroit Pistons.
Now that, but Joe, Jason Tatum, the thing with him, like you say, he don't really speak that much, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Cunningham is good too. He averages about 24 points a game. I think eight assists, and I think like close to 10 rebounds a game. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. But that was it. I think right now, after LeBron James, it might not be no face, but if it is, it could be him. You're right. It could be him. I didn't really think about him.
Yeah. I mean, for Luka, it should be Luka because LA Lakers, look at his resume right now. He like I say, he's 25, 26, been to the NBA Finals, one of the top 10 talents. But that's if Luka's monster. It should be Luka. But like I say, if ain't nobody else, my dark horse, it should be Cade Cunningham. But he has to play better, and he got to win more games this year, next year, and win the playoff game.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Hassan. That's also in the building. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for being here. Shout out to those watching us right now on Rumble, X, Kick, Twitch, you name it. Instagram, Facebook. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every time we go live. That being said, it is Freestyle Friday. Jordan, go ahead, big dog. Do your thing.
Hey, everybody want to talk about the main topics. We want to talk about the main topic. Everybody's been waiting for this. I've seen from the y'all chatting. So let's get into it. So let's talk about Donald Trump and the UK president. You know, UK president, he came to the US, came to the White House and, had a discussion about the Ukraine and the Russian war. And it got heated. And Donald Trump feels like, if he doesn't stop, he's going to start a war 3. So I'm gonna say less. I'm gonna let Donald Trump talk. I have 2 videos to play Hakeem, and also I'm gonna see you a third video. It shows Donald Trump after the situation got exchanged. He talked about after it. So go ahead and play the 2 videos. I'm gonna see you the third one.
Going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's back to you, far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I answer?
Wait a minute. No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
You haven't been alone.
In this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and you men are brave, but they had to use our military. If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
maybe
new.
Less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Again, just say thank you.
I said a lot of times to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good to tell us what we're going to feel.
Went up to the press area to get an understanding of what we're watching. This is what I was told. The president has kicked Zelensky out of the White House. His delegation right now is telling him that he's got to go home. The president felt disrespected. Officials in the room felt that beyond the language barrier that we've heard some discussion about, Zelensky's body language, shrugging and eye-rolling, was ungrateful, disrespectful, and the president feels that Zelensky is not ready for peace, and he can come back when he's ready to talk about peace, but he's not in that position right now, and Zelensky is being told he's got to go. The lunch that they were supposed to have is sitting right outside the hallway, and the press staffers are going to be eating that lunch. This is really pretty incredible. We see the SUV,
hang on with us
Zelensky's SUV.
If you look to your left, you're going to see him. Let's watch.
Zelensky, we're told, was begging went up to the press area, was begging to stay and work this out. The Ukrainians were begging the president and the White House was begging.
And there's one more too. I just sent you. I came.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end.
Oh, not this one. Not this one.
God bless.
You don't know that.
One more. Very last one. Yep, that one.
Meeting today, as you know, with President Zelensky, and I would say it didn't work out exactly great from his standpoint, I think he very much overplayed his hand. We're looking for peace. We're not looking for somebody that's going to sign up as strong power and then not make peace because they feel emboldened, and that's what I saw happening. I'm looking for peace. We're not looking to go into a 10-year war and play games. We want peace. And it was just my impression that if we do that, if we sign up, he's looking for something that I'm not looking for. He's looking to go on and fight. We're looking to end the death. 2,000 people died this week. Soldiers, more than that, but 2,000 approximately people died this week. Young Ukrainians and Russians. And somebody would say, why do you care about Ukraine and Russian soldiers? I care about them. I care about meeting today, as you know, with President. And we're not doing that. Now, if we don't do anything, he's going to have to make peace, but he's dealing with a very weak set of cards. If we sign, he's dealing with a very strong set of cards, and then he doesn't want to make peace. So that's where we are. It's very simple. I'm not looking to get into anything protracted. I want immediate peace. President Putin is going to want to make, and he wants to end it. And you saw what I saw today. This is a man that wants to get us signed up and keep fighting, and we're not doing that. And
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy.
So yeah, fellas, heated discussion today about what's going on in the Ukraine role, and Donald Trump, he was not having it, and he got kicked out. So Ronnie, go ahead, man. What's your take on this?
See, here's the thing when it comes to the aspect of Trump, which I kind of don't agree with him when it comes to the aspect on how he talked to certain people. When you try to make an agreement when it comes to peace, you're just supposed to be like the peacemaker, not be aggressive. Like, hey, like talk to the man and say, okay, this is why we gotta make peace. It gotta make simple. Now, at some point, you do have to come to the aspect of being aggressive, but when you're doing peace talk, that aggressiveness have to simmer down just a little bit. Coming in there too strong, it's gonna make a person like, okay, we're not trying to come up with no form of agreement, so I'm gonna continue fighting the war. Remember, the Ukrainian war right now is causing America billions of dollars, especially with the money that the last administration team allocated to them, so they can have military weapons, which they are using currently right now. But at some point, this peace talk, this war talk, has to simmer down and be over with. Because if not, it's going to be another couple of years. We're still going to be in an ongoing thing between Ukraine and the Russians. This is just ongoing. This thing needs to stop, and it needs to stop soon. But people always say during wars, that's the best time for people to become rich. Go ahead, Akeem.
I want people to look at this from a different perspective. And why hi. Shout outs to Sherry Bryan. How you been? I ultimately believe that Zelensky took advantage of Biden. But I want people to understand and say patriotic. American people, ask yourself this question. Why are we even involved in this? Why we should even take taxpayers' money and fund wars? What our predecessors were doing, we're not trying to do that this day. We need to make sure we take care of our own ills. We're bleeding. We have bleed $350 billion to support an ally. Yes, we make business with Ukraine. We get all sorts of minerals and milk, eggs, whatever you're trying to say. We'll just do business with other people. Us doing business doesn't mean that we have to sign up to fight your quasi-war. And it hurts the American people. I care more about Skid Row than I care about Ukraine.
Yeah, looking at the situation, we know how Donald Trump is. You know, he's more of brash or braggadocious and finger waving. You're like, hey, I need you to know we're gonna do this right now. I need you to tell you stop this war right now, real quick and everything. And you know, with this Ukraine war and also with Russia, you know, this war has gone on too long, as you know, we see it right now. And when Biden was in office, he just kept giving money, kept giving money, which all Americans, we have a problem with that, you know, because you send the money in here, but we got so many problems here. It's going to the United States and America, which is very, very true and very valid. When it comes to situations like this, you know, Donald Trump, he's never been a peacemaker. His first term, he's more like a big bully. When it comes to stuff like this, he's a bully. He's gonna bully you and use his power like he always do. When it comes to situations like this, and eventually, he got kicked out and everything. So, I don't know. I think they're gonna have another conversation. It's just this competition went bad and poorly, but the UK president got realized is like, yo, man, even though all this money that we giving you, you don't have no idea what to do or what your country to stop this war. You have no idea or know what you're doing, because if that was the case, you would have did this a long time ago. And Trump could talk to Putin and get you the UK president, and they both can talk about it and see to find a way to end this war, because this war is very, very useless. So I just hope that Trump takes a different approach about it, because I kind of agree with Ronnie about when it comes to stuff like this, you can't be braggadocious. You can't be braggadocious like when you first talk about try to peace. But if it keeps going, gets going. Okay, maybe got use your president, and maybe you'll wear your finger just a little bit. This just shows that, hey, we're not joking around, because you keep talking and talking and talking. Okay, they might not get the point, and then they probably got to be a little bit braggadocious and everything. But right now, hopefully the next time they talk, they can be a little bit more civil. And if Trump and the UK president can talk about it a little bit more, and they get the solution, get Putin in the solution, and find a way to end this war. So point blank clear.
No, but shout out to the lovely Sherry Brown. She said Trump is very disrespectful and a bully. I agree with you on that. On sometimes, and you do agree with a few of his views, but not many. A lot of people could agree with you on that. Like when it comes to like being a peacemaker, you cannot be that aggressive. Like Jordan say, like braggadocious. Because when you that way, it's gonna urge people. Okay, this man not trying to find no solution. We can't talk to this man. No, you want people to be able to talk to you and say, hey, Trump, this is our plan. What should we do? How should we end the war? Don't just be like, oh, get the hell out of my office. You can't. As a president, you can't do that. Now, as a businessman, go right ahead. Kick him out. It's your business. But when you're running a country, it's way for you to handle things. And I think that's one thing Trump always been lacking, is that way of how he handles people. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. And not only that, but we also put a poll in the chat. Let me see what the percent of the poll in the chat about let me see. Give me 1 second. I don't know. Can you guys see the poll in the chat that we put in the poll in the chat on how did how did Trump handle the situation when it came to Zelensky? That's how you say his name. I don't even know how to say the man's name. Zelensky.
Vladimir Zelensky. Ironically, he has the same first name as Vladimir Putin, but it's spelled different.
It's spelled backwards, right?
No. It's actually spelled. The Ukrainians spell their names differently.
Yeah, but we did put a poll in the chat on how he handled the situation when it came to the aspect on him. So, guys, let us know what you think. The poll is there in the chat right now. A lot of people say he didn't handle the situation well. That being said, go right ahead, Jordan. Continue.
All right, let's go on to the next topic. Let's talk about today, if you guys don't know. So this has been planned over the week now. I got text messages over this. So today is supposed to be an economic blackout day, of which, as in people, when it comes to, buy things from Amazon, go to Target, Whole Foods, whatever, this is the day that, we're not going to buy anything from any major companies. Just really not spending your dime for today. And by doing that, it should show, not doing it for 24 hours, it should show how, if majority of Americans doesn't buy anything for these big companies, it will show how just one day, how a big of an impact economy of how people can hold on from our money, and how it can possibly hurt the pockets of big companies if we don't spend for one day. But other than that, go ahead, Hakeem, go ahead, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Thank you so much, Sherry Bryant.
economic blackout is scheduled for today. Did you hear about it? Consumers are being urged not to make any purchases in protest of rising costs.
Good day, Wake Up anchor Tashani Whitlow has more this morning. What's going on, Tashani?
Good morning, Rosanna and Dan. You may have received the text or email. I know I have, and so have many others that I know. Now, no Amazon, no Walmart, no fast food, no corporate profits. John Schwartz from Queens is the founder of the People's Union USA, a grassroots organization. Schwartz is urging his 285,000 followers and their followers and friends not to spend a dime today, saying this is a warning shot to corporations and it's just the beginning.
For too long, corporations have treated the American people like an endless source of profit.
John Schwartz, founder of the People's Union USA, urging Americans to unite with a 24-hour spending freeze. Schwartz, Al Sharpton, and others urging consumers to boycott companies that rolled back DEI initiatives ordered by the Trump administration, which promised to freeze funds for companies who do not comply.
They raise prices because they can. They pay workers the bare minimum while raking in record profits. They also lobby politicians to keep the system rigged in their favor. But what is it they fear the most? It's us. They fear us realizing that we don't have to comply. And this Friday, February 28th, we are sending them a message that they cannot ignore. We cut off the cash flow. Not a dime, not a penny. No corporate profits for 24 hours. This is about economic resistance. It's about proving to them that without us, they have nothing. And it is our opportunity to stand in solidarity and show them anytime we truly want, we can stop the economy.
No word on what impact this will have, but to put this in perspective, consumers are the driving force of the economy, contributing nearly 70% to the GDP. The day-long boycott, which could go longer, has gained support from celebrities like Bette Midler and John Leguizamo. Shore says the People's Union USA is not affiliated with any political party, and this is about uniting the people. A GoFundMe page has been created and has raised more than $82,000 to fund future social campaigns and outreach. Now, we did reach out to Schwartz, Amazon, and Walmart for comment, but have yet to hear back. Dan and Rosanna, back to you.
Very interesting.
So yeah, like I said, I know you guys heard about today. It was supposed to happen like this, and you know, a lot of people is doing it. But I seen some people like on TikTok and everything. They said, "The hell with this! I'm going to McDonald's or something."
No, I'm trying to tell you, that make no sense. I want to laugh.
And it trends more that when people are going to do it, they're doing on TikTok. Say, "For hell with y'all, I'm going to get my stuff and everything."
Exactly.
Go ahead, man. What's your take? Do you like this idea? Whatever. Go ahead.
Bad idea. One thing he better realize that American people gonna do what American people want to do. You can't tell them what not to do. The stuff you tell them not to do, they're gonna do it. So you tell them not to go to the gas station, they're gonna go to the gas station. They're gonna start to panic. When you tell them not to go to the grocery store, they're gonna go to the grocery store. When you tell them not to buy nothing from Amazon, they're gonna continue to buy stuff from Amazon. I think it was a bad idea. If you're trying to make a powerful statement, the best thing to do is to you and a group of other people, strong group of other people, find a way to go to the White House, sit with Donald J. Trump, and find a solution. But telling people, hey, don't shop at Amazon, don't go to the grocery store, don't go to Walmart. And you know, black people love Walmart. You think black people are gonna stop going to Walmart over this? Hell no. So I think it was just a bad idea. It was a great gesture, but it was just a bad idea, not the right time. I'm sorry. Especially when people getting their income tax check. Not gonna happen. Go right ahead, that game.
Hey, I don't support this at all. This has nothing to do with us. This had nothing to do with us. Not only that, though, a lot of us shop black anyway. You know what I'm saying? My haircut I got from a black barber. The shirt you got is from a store off 103rd owned by a black woman. I don't know what niggas is talking about. The thing is, this has no initiative for us. When I seen who was doing it, it's for y'all. It's not for us. You know what I mean? If we talking about blackout, you know what I mean? You spend your money with your people. This was just, I don't know, man. It's just, he said it's for the American citizens. Like, it's all cool, but nah, that wasn't for us anyway.
Yeah, I heard about this a couple of days ago, and I'm like, it is what it is, you know. But me, I just bought something from Amazon earlier this morning, You know, because I'm trying to get ready for vacation and all that type of stuff. And also, I just booked a venue for my daughter too. So I was spending money today. So I wasn't imparting into it. But like I said, if a lot of people do that, okay, cool. Tomorrow, okay, what's the result? What's the result going to be tomorrow, or possibly next week if we really look at the numbers and everything. Not really. I'm with you, Hakeem. Especially us as people, just buy black. Focus on your own people, for black business and buy stuff for anything that's black and everything. I mean, if you want to change something and not buying something for big companies like a Walmart, Target, or food store and everything, that's the best thing to do is to switch to that. But what's happening right now, Blackout Day, it's not gonna feel anything. I mean, for people, I guess, if they into it, it's like, oh, I was part of something big and everything. Maybe they can tell their kids or somebody, I was part of this big thing. But the thing is, it's really nothing. You're not gonna, one day it's not gonna prove anything. 1 week is not gonna, if y'all do it for 1 week, it's not gonna prove anything. So, like I said, people that's doing it, if y'all want to do it, it's cool. Me, I got stuff to get.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody ain't gonna really do it, Jordan.
Right,
Nobody's doing that.
Why I said my wife heard about it, but she bought stuff for my daughter's birthday from Amazon. So I ain't worried about it. So it is what it is.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to Ashton, the creator of the Shiesty Avengers, also in the building. He will be going live after us. 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. So, guys, you do not want to miss that. He's actually going to prolong this conversation. Shout out to Country King, also right now watching us on Instagram. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for tuning in. I actually went on his live today, and he had some really dope content. So, guys, go ahead and check him out. Country King.
Yeah.
That being said, go ahead, Johnny. Go ahead.
Who is that?
He's a content creator. He talks about black manosphere stuff, man topics, like manosphere. He's really, really good. Why you ask? Because he's been following.
No, because I see he followed me, he inboxed me. I didn't know who that was. I don't know who that was.
Yeah. He rock with our content. Yeah.
All right.
I was over there today. I watched him on IG today. He have a really dope content. He was talking about on the development of a man should express himself when it comes to women. Yeah, he had really, really dope content today. Yeah. Well, you want to do work? Let's do work. You know what I'm saying? Let's do work. So, Country King, if y'all hear this, we'll reach you out in the back. But that being said, go ahead, Jordan. Last topic on today's show.
Okay, let's talk about Tory Lanez. So Tory Lanez, he was on a I can't remember the name of the podcast, but he was a caller from a podcast and just sharing an update from prison, and really speaks on Megan Thee Stallion's shooting. Basically a statement he said, I am 100% excluded from this gun when it comes to the DNA, which he says until this clip that we're about to share. So go ahead, I can't play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
On this suspected gun, 90% contributor on this gun is a male, and the rest of the percentages of this gun are 2 females and another male. None of those 4 people are my DNA. So I am 100% excluded, not inconclusive like they said when I was in trial. I'm 100% excluded from this gun when it comes to DNA. My fingerprints are 100% excluded from the magazine, from the gun, from the bullets, from anything that has to do with this gun. Cedars-Sinai Hospital, with the help of LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, for those who don't understand the abbreviation, together they have put on my discovery that we have lost the bullet fragments. Well, if you lost the bullet fragments, then you can't even attach this gun to the alleged bullets that allegedly hit the victim in LA County. So we can never, ever grab the gun and do any retesting. The LAPD made sure to seal the gun so that there would be no retesting on this gun. When we went into court and we put these things in and said, hey, like, we're factually innocent due to these facts, the court said, you know what? We're going to consider that because there's good reason appearing on what you're saying. My judge, Judge Harringford, Judge David D. Harringford. I watched this man literally look at me and say, so let's just say I'll take the DNA evidence to be real, and I'll say that it's true. He said this on record, by the way. It's in my transcripts. He says, I'll take the DNA evidence to be true, but I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, even if I take it to be true, that's not a big factor in this case. That's not why he got convicted. Brother, what the fuck are you talking about? My nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? Because that's the whole case. On this suspected gun, 90% contributor on this gun is...
Yeah, so that was Tory Lanez, basically explain about, him, the Gus situation of him, not having that, his prints on the gun being, more exclusive on it, because I don't think it was like that when he was in trial. But you may never know. He might get out early. So we'll just see. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take about Tory Lanez update and really be more specific about the gun situation?
To me, he should have been more specific in the beginning. Why wait this long when you're in jail to be more specific about the gun situation? That's what everybody was asking him. I forgot the whole thing about the job. By any chance, did Tory Lanez even take the stand?
No, he didn't.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So why did he not take the stand? He should have. What was his purpose of his legal team telling him not to take the stand? What was the whole purpose?
It doesn't even make sense, bro. He should have took the stand.
He should have took the stand. Why go if you know you're gonna fight for your life? Why not go ahead and take the stand? Same thing when it came to I think O.J. Simpson. If I'm not mistaken, did he take the stand too as well? Right? I forgot.
He took
I think he took the stand because that way you're talking about the glove situation.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point. If you fight for your life, go ahead and take the stand. Him not taking the stand, putting him in a big deficit, and that's why he's in prison today. Now I do see him coming out eventually, but hopefully, he get a strong legal team that's gonna really work for him and say, hey, you should probably retrial this case again, and you need to take the stand and tell people your side of the story. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
It's just ironic to see him try to plead his case on a podcast when you should have did this on court records.
Fact.
I still don't understand why people are talking about their cases on here. Real street ninjas don't do that. You know what I mean? The whole fact that I'm even covering this is asinine to me. Because the thing is, he's telling me this, which we already know. Why you ain't say this? The fear of him trying to keep it real in the streets is the reason why you in jail. You should never. The only thing that's why I said the only thing I believe he got convicted of, Ron, is because they said that was his pistol, and he's not supposed to have a pistol. That's the reason why I say he went to jail for.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, and also to blame the lawyer. If you had a bad lawyer, and the lawyer would say, "Oh, go take the stand and do what you need to do." And I don't believe the security guard did he take the scan too, Hakeem? Because I don't think the security guard took the scan. Because remember,
he didn't show up for court. He didn't show up for court.
And also he was missing for a couple of days until they found him and everything. So
correct. I remember that part.
Yeah, I remember that for yesterday. So end of the day, Tory Lanez, I agree with you. I agree with you, Ron. I agree with you, Hakeem. He should have did that for day one. If you're not trying to go to jail and you can yourself go up and testify, go ahead and testify. And the thing is, you can't play the system like that, especially playing like in the gun trial here in Los Angeles, because they don't, and California, because they don't play around when it comes to guns. They do not. They want the strictest states in the United States when it comes to gun laws and everything. And my point is, that's your gun, and you don't testify and say, hey, somebody used my gun. You're going to go to prison, and that's what happened to you, Tory Lanez. You went to prison. So this is a hard lesson he has to learn. Learn about, he should have, really, took a stand while he was in trial. But at the end of the day, man, you might feel like you're innocent, you did wrong, but you didn't do your due diligence about go up on the stand and tell your side of the story. Period. As point blank. Period. Here you go.
Yeah, I don't know what Tory Lanez, man. I know some people take plea deals, but one thing I learned, When it's about your life, never take a plea deal unless you know you truly are innocent. But if you're not innocent, then take the plea deal. But man, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody who's watching us all across the board. Ashton, the creator of the Shiesty Avenger, who was in the building today. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for coming through, showing us love and support. He will be going live right after us at 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. So, guys, go over there. Well, sit back and relax. Don't go anywhere. It's going to lead you guys right over to his channel. Now, but shout out to Y High, who's also in the building. Thank you so much, Y High. Always contributing to us when it comes to aspect of the conversation. Thank you so much. Your conversation is much needed, especially over here. We really do greatly appreciate it. You be going in your bag. Shout out to the lovely Sherry Bryan. When I see Sherry Bryan, I also see the lovely Bobby Bryan and also Sky and also Gorilla. Thank you guys so much for coming through, showing us love and support. Like always, man. Shout out to Hassan, who's also in the building, coming through, always coming through, supporting everybody's channel. Thank you so much, Hassan TV, coming through. Thank you so much, Big Dog. And happy Ramadan. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad. Blessed be upon you. Happy Ramadan as well. Thank you so much for coming through, showing love and support. Also, Jordan Hurdle. Thank you so much, Jordan Hurdle, always coming through, showing us love and support, and also being a great contribute to the platform. Thank you so much, Jordan Hurdle. Hey, Hakeem, you guys seen Jordan Hurdle, and I know you probably saw Mr. Muhammad album already, no, right?
Yeah.
I figured. Shout out to the lovely Shiesty Bun, who's also in the building, and Sugar Bump. Go ahead. What you said?
No, that's something Muhammad one, but I gotta send Jono her.
Yeah, Joe, we gotta say 1, 2, man. Actually, just be hiding. And shout out to Kawafi, aka Dialogue. Mr. Dialogue is also in the building as well. I still haven't received my album yet.
Oh my God! Please, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to be talking.
That's good. And we up the street.
Literally up the street.
Bro, just jumping in the mailbox.
I listen. I'm coming. Listen, I might try to do
before the 14th. That's all I gotta say. Before the
14th. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I be forgetting too.
I got mine before you did, Ronnie.
I be forget. When I be like at work, you know, every time you leave work, I'm like, damn. I be like, man, I forgot something. Then I forget I'm going home. So, you know, we be editing, we be doing content and stuff, so my mind be everywhere. But man, I be forgetting. But I'll probably hit you up this weekend, man. I'm gonna come by. I'm gonna come by and pick it up. I'm gonna come by. Okay. But shout out to King, man. Not only that, but shout out to Country King that was also watching us on Instagram. Also RC Florida 30336 coming through watching us on Instagram. Also Keisha watching us on Instagram as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to the 5 people watching us on Rumble. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And also Kick, Twitch. Thank you guys so much over there holding us down. And not only that, but shout out to Lady Patriot that was holding down as well on Rumble. Our Rumble followers are growing, guys. I'm just letting you know. It is growing.
Yes, it is.
It is growing. So shout out to Rumble. Rumble, our family is going over there in Rumble. So guys, continue to follow us on the Rumble if you have not done so already. And shout out to those watching us on X. Over 20 people watching us over there on X. Thank you guys so much. X always holding us down. We really do greatly appreciate you guys on X. We can continue to drop content for you guys. Guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio description. In the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio store, where there's the KL Culture Radio t-shirt, the hat, the coffee mug, you name it. The sweater, we got everything. The only thing I think we missing is the mittens and the jackets. But I know those are hard to get because ever since this, I know you're working on it, and I know you're also working on new merch. So guys, be on the lookout for the new merch that's about to get ready to drop. And not only that, but guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio community tab. In the community tab where you can find important information on KL Culture Radio, and also Akeem Book, Black Love, and also his album debut, March 14th. That's about to get ready to drop. And also the listening party, March 12th. You guys do not want to miss that one because we're going to have a ball. It's going to be so, guys, make sure y'all not the community tab, make sure y'all guys notification is on so you won't miss it because it's going to be dope. So not only that, shout out to the lovely Sophia Grace too, who also contribute to the platform as well. She love us over there on TikTok. She be watching all the content every time we drop. So shout out to her, man, holding us down, man. We love you guys. Guys, make sure y'all enjoy your weekend. Be safe outside. It is spring break for some college students. There's a lot of tourists in Miami, but they don't understand that curfew. Miami Beach still having that curfew. It have not stopped. So if you're in Miami this weekend, just believe you got to pay $100 for those parking.
Ooh.
And also check.
Coffee
and also
got a
check
birthday
point.
coming up.
Huh?
Say Coffee said you got a birthday coming up.
Coffee, where you at? You in Miami? Let us know you in Miami, man. You know, Hakeem will link up. Oh, you in LA? No, Jordan's going out of town. So, but I was gonna say if you in LA, hit Jordan up. But shout out to Kawafi, man. Happy early birthday, big dog. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the KI Culture Radio Freestyle Friday.